Hello and welcome to our introduction to the Kensuke's Kingdom unit. In this video, we'll take a look at how the unit develops reading comprehension and writing skills, as well as a detailed understanding of the textual elements and themes of the novel. Our literature study guides include detailed information on text level reading, sentence level, and text level writing and vocabulary. The study guides are organised by lesson, providing an overview of the intended learning and suggested teaching and learning activities for each lesson in the unit. For each lesson in a week, we describe the big ideas of the chapters we read, providing an overview of the critical plot points and concepts, and preparing teachers to guide discussions about characters and the story. The reading mode section provides a suggestion for who might do the reading during the read aloud. Note that this is just a suggestion. You can make changes based on your knowledge of your students. Our approaches to text level reading include the teacher reading aloud, students reading aloud, and independent reading. While facilitating these reading sessions, it's important to keep the reading order unpredictable, keep reading times short, and minimize transition times between readers. You can find more information about this in the text reading guide. Each lesson also includes suggested pause points and queries. Pause points are strategic stops in the text for discussions, while initial queries are open, text-dependent questions aimed at deepening comprehension. When using the pause points and queries, it's essential to download and review the novel study guide, think about the key understandings, anticipate potential comprehension difficulties, including vocabulary and literary concepts, and adjust questions as necessary, without feeling compelled to use all the provided queries. Over the weeks, we use pause points and queries to understand how Michael builds a relationship with Kensuke and how they learn to understand each other. Asking questions at interesting plot points helps build discussion so teachers can scaffold understanding of difficult or dated concepts, such as the isolation of Michael or the impact of war on people. Using good questions also helps keep students engaged and builds comprehension. We also focus on literary terms and devices, helping students describe how these tools enhance an author's style and add depth to the text. Throughout this unit, we suggest teachers might look at metaphor, idiom, rhyme, alliteration, simile, personification, hyperbole, onomatopoeia, rhetorical questioning, and repetition. There are also opportunities in text-level writing tasks to use some devices. Each week, we make suggestions for vocabulary instruction, broken up into incidental vocabulary and explicit vocabulary. Incidental or implicit vocabulary section contains a list of Tier 2 words from Kensuke's Kingdom that may require some explanation or the provision of a synonym. Classroom teachers will know their students best, and so they can make good judgments about which of these words to elaborate on and which ones they may not address at all. It is not anticipated that teachers will spend time on all of these words. The aim of the implicit vocabulary instruction is to support comprehension by providing some in-reading explanation while maintaining the natural flow of reading. This approach enhances students' ability to engage with the text deeply and meaningfully without disrupting the reading experience. After reading, we provide 2 to 3 Tier 2 words for explicit teaching. Teachers have the flexibility to choose the number of words and which specific words to teach, tailoring the instruction to fit the needs and timing of their classroom context. These words are not just part of a single lesson, but are revisited in subsequent daily review sessions to reinforce learning and ensure retention. It's crucial to adjust these reviews to reflect the vocabulary taught to maximize the impact on students' vocabulary development. You can find more information about vocabulary instruction in the Vocabulary Teaching Guide. The final section contains lesson detail, which describes the way in which students will write about what they have read while learning key skills at both a sentence and a text level. Let's look at sentence level writing. Our sentence level writing sessions on Mondays to Wednesdays aim to teach various sentence types and structures, and provide practice writing about the reading material. Let's look at text level writing. Text level writing, scheduled for Thursdays and Fridays, focuses on teaching the macro and micro structures of genres and offers extended writing opportunities. Finally, we include supplementary nonfiction texts on Thursdays and Fridays to provide background knowledge, supporting comprehension and enhancing writing skills. As this unit focuses on persuasive writing, we use a range of supplementary texts that will help students understand, discuss, and write about the issues in the novel. Students will read supplementary texts about sailing, deforestation, and climate change. Teachers should plan to use these texts as interesting opportunities for discussion, or they could be used to encourage students to use this content in their own writing. We also provide an assessment for the literature study that covers vocabulary, sentence level writing, text comprehension, and text level writing. The assessment includes multiple choice and short answer questions, as well as a prompt for persuasive writing. So let's take a closer look at Kensuke's kingdom and the specific skills and knowledge that are developed over the course of the unit. The story of Kensuke's kingdom revolves around a young boy named Michael who embarks on a sailing adventure around the world with his parents and their dog. However, their voyage takes a tragic turn when a storm hits their boat and Michael finds himself stranded on a deserted island in the Pacific Ocean. Alone and separated from his family, Michael must learn to survive on the island, which he soon discovers is not entirely uninhabited. He encounters Kensuke, a reclusive Japanese man who has been living on the island for many years. Kensuke initially regards Michael with suspicion, but over time they form a deep bond, bridging the gap of language and culture. As Michael and Kensuke share their stories and experiences, Michael learns about Kensuke's past and the reasons he chose to live in isolation. The novel explores themes of friendship, survival, and the importance of understanding and respecting the natural world. It also delves into the enduring impact of war on individuals and the healing power of human connections. Kensuke's Kingdom is a heartwarming tale of resilience and the likely friendship between a young boy and an older man from different backgrounds as they navigate the challenges of island life and come to understand and support each other. The book serves as a reminder of the enduring strength of the human spirit and the power of companionship in the face of adversity. Each lesson has a specific reading focus from the text. We scaffold reading the whole novel by breaking it into sections that can be read and discussed in a lesson. Oral language is developed through a combination of pause points for discussion, oral reading opportunities, and discussion of issues raised throughout the novel. Teachers might like to build in more formal discussion opportunities to develop understanding of content related to the supplementary texts. 3 lessons of each week have a sentence level writing focus. This helps students learn to write detailed and fluent sentences to express their understanding of Kensuke's kingdom. We deliberately repeat tasks to give students the opportunity to have repeated practice with key skills while also reviewing key elements of the novel. In week 1, students identify and write 4 types of sentences using correct punctuation. In the second week, we focus on sentence expansion using where and why adverbial phrases. And in the third week, students identify and use independent and dependent clauses using subordinating conjunctions. In weeks 4 and 5, students identify and use high modality words by answering questions about the text. They also expand sentences using because, but, and so conjunctions to create compound sentences. Throughout sentence level writing tasks, students use examples and content from the novel to further develop their comprehension of the text. Each week, we provide 2 lessons that focus on developing text level writing skills. The text level writing tasks for this unit focus on building students' understanding of persuasive text. We carefully scaffold writing opportunities so that students are fully supported to plan, write, and edit a full text. We also provide a mentor text so that teachers can model each step. To support students to write a persuasive text, we build understanding of the structure and language features of the genre. We provide a topic and a mentor text that allows teachers to model the writing at each step. Students learn about rhetorical questions and emotive, high-modality language. They begin writing a carefully structured introduction. We scaffold students thinking about key arguments and supporting ideas, then model writing a single paragraph based on their side of the argument. Students then write a second and a third body paragraph and a conclusion. At each stage, they are supported by a mentor text and carefully structured lessons that break the writing task into manageable chunks. The Kensuke's Kingdom unit has been created to provide support for your teaching. The unit documents, as well as the associated lesson materials, are adaptable for the needs of the students in your class. We hope that you and your students enjoy teaching this unit.